I'm Sharon Cole, South Derbyshire District Council, Tenant Participation Officer. I do community and service user involvement. That includes tenants and residents. It includes also potential tenants, which is the youth involvement area, which is what we've been doing this week. Dreamscheme came about on the Flowers estate in Sheffield, which had a high percentage of antisocial behaviour. Kate King started the Dreamscheme because there was a lot of young people knocking around on the Flowers estate, upsetting the residents, and she actually didn't think it was to do with the fact that they were young and knocking around. They had nothing to do. Some of the children that she actually involved had never ever been to the seaside, so the reward for them was to visit the seaside because they came from deprivileged families.
My name's Laurie Devitt. I'm Tenant Participation Officer for South Derbyshire District Council, and I've been doing this job for 3 years now. Well, basically my role is to get as many of our tenants involved as possible in the services that we provide. Obviously that will include things like the repairs and maintenance, it will include scrutinising our performance as well. Any publications that we produce, they are involved in that. We have various tenant panels that obviously look at each service area. And also we run the Dreamscheme, which is our youth involvement project as well. We came here to Etwall following consultation with tenants that live at Pear Tree Court. They gave us feedback, the fact that the gardens, which are very extensive, they're no longer able to upkeep them since one of the elderly residents, Tom Edel, who's now in his 90s, he used to maintain the gardens himself, and obviously he can't do that anymore, so there was a real problem there. What do we do with the gardens? We want to keep it nice for the tenants, but they're not able to maintain it. We told them about the plans that we'd got for the area, we asked them for their input, and the message we got was that they did love the gardens, but obviously they wanted something that was low maintenance, something that they could still enjoy, but obviously they can't do it. So we said, well, how about we come and we do a Dreamscheme here with the children, and that went down really well, and so here we are doing the project this week.
Hi, my name is Claire Rawlings, and I'm Social Behaviour Officer for the Safer South Derbyshire Partnership. The partnership this year have helped fund the Dreamscheme project. The project's been run at Pear Tree Court in Etwall. The Dreamscheme is a really worthwhile initiative that the council run. It brings young people and older people together, getting them involved in a community project. At Pear Tree Court, the young people have been helping to improve all the garden areas, tidy the areas up and plant flowers and shrubs for the older people, and you can tell that the residents have been really grateful for all the hard work that the young people have put in, and they've been coming up to the young people and speaking to them and thanking them, and watching them out of the windows and taking pleasure in the work that's being done for them.
Overgrown. That was the only way you could describe it. It was really overgrown, and especially out there where the laundry, where the clotheslines and all are, you couldn't get any wash and dried because of all the ivy or whatever it was that was over the fence. There was no breeze at all.
First day, it looked a bit daunting, and it was raining. It rained on and off all day, but enough to put everybody off. But they seemed to stick to it. I mean, you couldn't see the garden really for shrubs, and out on the front side you couldn't see down to the main road.
doing a lot of clearance because there was a lot of overgrown ivy and things at the back which was getting in the way of areas, so they couldn't hang their washing out, so we stripped all of that back. And then obviously as we've moved around the site we've encountered other issues.
I think the children have worked extremely hard. Many members of the group have really worked hard on this, and I think it has got a bit difficult at times for everybody because we've all been so tired from the hard work we've put in. We've literally got on site at 9 in the morning and we've worked right through until the buses had to wait to take us back at sort of 10 past, 4:15, and we've literally not really stopped apart from a little break in the middle to grab something to eat and straight back out there again. But I think the hours we've done show in the impact we've had on the garden.
I would hope that they take pride in the work that they do. I think it gives them a lot of self-confidence when they can achieve something together, and they're leading on the project as well. So giving back to the community, taking pride in the community, doing something for somebody else as well, because I know a lot of children don't tend to be in the situation where they can get out into the community and do that. We've had some great support from local businesses. We have Garden King, which is based in Newhall. They've sponsored the plants. And we have PH Jones, which is one of our contractors. They've sponsored some tools. We've had Massey's in Swaddling Coat. They've sponsored some loppers. And again, the Safer South Derbyshire Partnership, we've had a great cash injection from them. We've had Bill Base, they've sponsored the gravel, amongst other things, and also we've had Fairview Arborists down as well. They've supplied the bark. So this year we've taken a much more partnership approach to the project. So we've approached Safer South Derbyshire Partnership, which is all about cutting down antisocial behaviour and making people feel safe and secure in their own environments and their communities. So they've sponsored us quite a lot of money, so that's great. We can do a lot with that. Also, we've had support from Derbyshire Police. They've sent 2 PCSOs down every day to come on site and do some work and engage with the children. So again, that hits the antisocial behaviour area. And we've also been working heavily, which we always do, in partnership with the South Derbyshire Tenants and Residents Forum.
This week we've made a real impact on Etwall Pear Tree Court. I knew at Pear Tree Court when we started doing the gardening competition, when I first started as tenant participation officer quite a while ago, and how The gardens were absolutely beautiful, and obviously Tom became too old to do the gardens, and we've now taken it back to a manageable level for the residents, and they wanted it low maintenance, and I think with the barbed areas, etc., we've created a nice space that's a low maintenance space for them.
The children have worked really hard, and deservedly they'll have a reward at the end of it. However, you must thank the volunteers as well, because without them none of this could have taken place. Our tenant participation officers, Sharon and Laurie, have also worked really hard, and you know, their input and the volunteers have helped this to take place.
Right, today is the final day. We're clearing up and planting at the moment. Once that's done, this room, the community room, will be decorated up, ready for the residents to come along, the chairman, to enjoy a coffee afternoon, so the children will be serving drinks to the elderly residents that live here, which is also cross-generational working, so it involves the local community with the younger members of the community, which obviously hopefully gets rid of the ethos of the us and them situation.
To be honest, I got slight doubts, if you like, when they first came. Sometimes, yeah, these things don't work out, but I've altered that completely since it's done really well, I think.
The children and the adults that helped them have been absolutely fantastic. They have worked really, really hard all week, and I think they've done a fabulous job. And I think the majority of the tenants, as you know, a lot of them's away on a day trip today, and they all think that there's been a brilliant job done. They think it's great.
Yeah, the feedback we've had from the residents, we've got several that have come down on site, and they've said how brilliantly the children are working and how hard they work. And the strength of feeling is so strong that they've actually had a collection for the children, and they've collected quite a bit of money, so we're going to treat all the children on their behalf to ice creams when we take them out on the trip. But they're very grateful that this young group of children have actually come down, taken their own time to work so hard on site every day for the past 5 days, and they've turned it around for the residents, and they've given them exactly what they wanted. I hope that the Dream Scheme is going to get bigger and better, that we can get even more children involved, we can get even more partners involved with our work as well. I see it going from strength to strength.